What is up, everybody out there in HeroClix land? This once again is Scott Porter back for day number 2 of our brand new DC HeroClix unboxing series, Batman Team Up. Woo! Also featuring when there's trouble, you know who to call. Teen Titans, Teen Titans Go. But we saw a few of the Teen Titans figures yesterday. We saw Superman yesterday. We saw some Scooby-Doo figures yesterday. I'm very excited about this set. At this point, I don't know what's coming next. So Batman Team Up literally could be, I don't know, anybody. There's some sub-themes in the set that are very, very cool. Green Lantern. We saw a couple of constructs yesterday. We didn't see a ring, but I'm assuming there's rings in this set somewhere because in order to generate a construct, you have to have a ring. Yeah, so if you didn't see day 1, go back and watch it because it's kind of crazy, and we'll wait for you because the wonders of the internet. You can press pause, you can go back there, time travel back to us today, and day 2 is upon you. The set comes out for pre-release at the end of December, with the official set releasing, I believe, January 11th. So call your local comic shops and gaming stores, see if you can get in for a little pre-release action while the holiday is still happening. And yeah, I say today, let's just get to it, because I honestly don't know who is in this set. Booster number 1 for the day. Usually I'm sitting here telling you what to go read, who I think's coming. I'm reading the tea leaves of, you know, I think we do get Doom Patrol in this set. Saw something yesterday that told me that. But outside of that, I'm really not sure what is coming next. So this booster, oh man, yeah, I think we're gonna get a construct, maybe, or a ring. If there's any other items in this, I mean, it's a Batman-centric set, so it'd be weird if all the objects are just, so like maybe we get like batarangs or something, I don't know. But I noticed the number on the Star Sapphire Hydrant yesterday is, I'm going to make that a thing. Hashtag, if you guys are enjoying the unboxing series, hashtag Star Sapphire Hydrant in the comments below right now. Let's do it. Yeah, number 46. Equipment number 46. So, how many constructs or rings or whatever else in this set are there? Because that seems like a massive amount of things that are going to be in this particular set. I'm still trying to figure it out. All right, here we go. We've got the one, the only Metreon Azarath, Metreon Zinthos Raven. We've got, is that Moss or Manos? Manos. Okay, we got Manos in the house. We've got Catwoman, who is another one of those characters that was a big part of the Batman Scooby-Doo Team Up Brave and the Bold movie. We've got, oh yes, okay, we've got the Brain. And then we have a cowboy boot, red cowboy boot construct. I'll move it to this side just so you guys can see it. Yeah, a Red Lantern cowboy boot construct, kicking your butt out the door. Okay, so we've seen a fire hydrant, seen a chainsaw, now we're seeing a cowboy boot. I'm starting to guess that maybe we're going to have, because the chainsaw, very much a Red Lantern construct. So I'm starting to think maybe, are we going to see like a red chainsaw, a yellow chainsaw? I don't know, because I feel like the chainsaw should be red. But the cowboy boot, I'm not so sure that it screams Red Lantern to me. You know, the rage-filled Red Lanterns are like comically making cowboy boots to kick you across to punt you, as Will Ferrell's dog Baxter was punted, and Anchorman, the bad man punted Baxter. Okay, let's see. Let's go with Manos first today. Whew. This set is blowing my mind, guys. I'm just like, I have no idea. All right, Manos. Let's take a look at his card and his sculpt. Moss y Manos, of course, work together very well. They're plus and minus. They're speedsters. Teen Titans and Speedster. Keywords, this is Manos. Special movement power, Moss y Manos. Si podemos. Hypersonic speed, but gains passenger 1 instead of passenger 0, because when you have hypersonic speed, you cannot carry somebody with you unless you are más y menos. But only to carry characters that can use hypersonic speed. Okay, speedsters carrying other speedsters. I'm glad it doesn't say más. It just says characters that can use hypersonic speed, which makes this guy pretty darn cool. Set number 21. You can turn over the card here and see. Only 4 clicks long, only 25 clicks, but as a speedster movement device, it's a pretty cool element there. Some precision strike on the end of the dial. Yeah, no, pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, más y menos. There we go. Boom. Not going to give you a full rundown. I know they've been in a few episodes, but again, it's that slapstick element of Teen Titans Go, and there's been a bunch of those episodes, so I don't remember each and every one of them. Let's go and look at Catwoman next. So this isn't how Catwoman looks in the movie that I was talking about, the Batman Scooby-Doo movie. This looks more like a traditional comic representation of Catwoman. That being said, here I'll put her over the card so you can see her sculpt a little bit better. That being said, the Catwoman element in the Batman Scooby-Doo team-up is pretty strong early on in the movie, and she has a really cool design. So I wonder if we're kind of getting a catch-all. Like, we're getting the comic book version, but maybe we're getting the characters who are a part of the movie just as their comic counterparts here. We got Batman Family, Birds of Prey, Gotham City Underworld, Martial Artist keyword, set number 29. Your valuables aren't safe around me. Precision strike. When Catwoman hits, roll a d6. On a roll of 3 to 6, unequip a hit character. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm almost sure now that we're going to get rings in this set, at least the rings, because you have to have equipables, right? And she's built to counter some of the things that are in the set. Okay, that's Flurry. That's Blade's Claws there at the end of the movement, and the attack runs. We got a little super senses, some outwit, and charge. Of course, charge, I believe, working with that trait. Charge, precision, strike, I believe, work together. She can charge up on you and take your equipment. Somebody check me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that is how that works. So she can run up and take your stuff. I like that a lot. Her attack value at the top of the dial with an 11 drops to a 10, goes back up to 11 at the beginning of her second dial. You can play her at 50 or 25 points. So if you just want somebody to gank equipment from somebody else, if you know that you're going into a situation, whether it's a meta play or just in a sealed where somebody has equipment, she's your girl. She can run in there, yank that stuff off of them. And that's what's making a certain character very powerful, to have something equipped to them. Get her in there, yank it off. Also drinking that water today. Keep yourself healthy, folks. Out of that Batman glass. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go with the Brain next. The Brain had a very solid run as the leader of the Legion of Doom in Teen Titans proper, and in Teen Titans Go is a joke. Which everything else is a joke in Teen Titans Go. But I mean, look, he's a brain on a stand. He has to be carried around by a giant monkey, Mansour Mala. So yes, of course, he's going to be very easy to make fun of in Teen Titans Go. You got Brotherhood of Evil, Secret Society of Supervillains, Animal, and Scientist keywords. I formed the Brotherhood of Evil. Leadership. Once per turn for all characters with this trait, the Brain may be given a non-free action after being carried. Oh, but only if he shares a keyword with the character that carried him. Of course, the Brotherhood of Evil characters. So if Mala goes charging in while carrying the Brain, puts him down, then he can make an action. Finally, you face your greatest foe in Vulnerability and Mastermind. You shall all do my dirty work. Mind Control, that's kind of his thing. Criminal Genius, some other flavor text there. Only 3 clicks long, though. Very easy to get off the board. He is miniature, so it can be a little harder to hit at range, but yeah, there you go. 7 range, though. Not bad with that Mind Control. 11 attack value. Only comes in at 35 points. So there goes the Brain. Watch Teen Titans. Watch OG Teen Titans. I like there's OG Teen Titans and then there's GO Teen Titans. There's Teen Titans Go and Teen Titans OG. Watch them both, but definitely watch the original Teen Titans as well, just for some cool stuff with the brain and Doom Patrol and all of that stuff. Okay, I'm going to put him over here. Maybe I should make a separate area for these constructs. I guess so. Okay, next is Raven. Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos. Of course, Tara Strong is the voice of Raven, as well as a bunch of other characters on the show. But Raven is awesome. A lot of people's favorite character. Definitely has some really cool episodes in Teen Titans. Is a little bit different in Teen Titans Go. Like, you see her legs for the first time in one of the episodes, if I remember correctly. But she also has, like, all these little cutesy things that she loves, but she doesn't want anybody to know that she loves. And she's a little less grumpy, I think, in Teen Titans Go. So let's see the interpretation here. See her card. Awesome sculpt. Teen Titans, celebrity, and mystical keywords. Special attack power, portals, penetrating, a psychic blast, and telekinesis. Fear me, mere mortals. The good thing about having a demon as a father is being immortal. The bad thing is having to deal with him for the rest of my life. Oh, shoot, you rock, Butterbean. Shape change. Okay, yeah, the very first episode of Teen Titans Go deals with something called the Legendary Sandwich, which is actually a really good episode. I really like that one. But the very first character who speaks in Teen Titans Go is a pony called Butterbean. Not a pony, a unicorn? Is it a unicorn? I can't remember. Anyway, running shot there. Some good stats, 75 or 50 points. There you go. I can't remember if Butterbean's a unicorn or if it's a pony. But basically, Raven loves this cartoon, and Butterbean is her favorite pony or unicorn or whatever. It's the first character that actually speaks in the show. And she just wants to watch her favorite cartoon in peace. But none of the other Titans will allow her to do that, so she makes up a story about a legendary sandwich and sends the Titans to the four corners of the universe, really, to go get ingredients to make this legendary sandwich. It turns out that the legend is actually true. They fight all these sandwich guardians. 1v1, Starfire, Cyborg, and Beast Boy fight these crazy sandwich guardians. And Robin goes to the grocery store and buys a baguette. But he picks number 78, and they're only number 22, calling like number 22 at the deli counter, and so he's got to wait all day. Meanwhile, everybody else is fighting these statues, these giant guardians, these sandwich guardians. They all come back with their ingredients. They're all beat up. Beast Boy's like eye is all swollen. I think he lost his teeth. Cyborg lost an arm. Starfire lost her hair. And Robin comes strolling in from the grocery store, and he's like, "Oh man, grocery store is so rough. I was there all day. I almost died." Anyway, Teen Titans Go. Pretty funny, that initial episode. But Butterbean, I'm glad it made the flavor text on Raven's card, because it's a big part, actually. Her love of Butterbean is a big, big, big part of Teen Titans Go. Okay. All right. Cowboy boot. Here we go. What does this boot do? This boot ain't made for walking. Free, knockback, and adjacent opposing character 6 squares. If it has mini, 4 squares if it has the regular damage symbol, or 2 squares if it has the giant damage symbol. Okay, so the construct is meant just to be there to knock things back. There you go. Same construct rules as yesterday. If you didn't hear them, go back and take a listen or press pause on your screen and read it for yourself, because I ain't doing it. This boot ain't made for walking. That's not what it do. Okay. Yo, man, what's that boot do? All right, let's see. The next booster here. We have, ooh. Oh, this is exciting to me. Yeah, all right, Mr. Freeze, the one and only. My little brother's favorite all-time comic book character, Mr. Freeze. He is a big fan of Batman the Animated Series, so he loves the interpretation of Freeze there, but he loves Mr. Freeze, anything to do with Mr. Freeze, and therefore I have very strong affection for him as well. I actually love most Ice characters. We also got Moss. We got Manos in the last booster, so now we got Moss as well. We've got the Teen Titans Go version of Batgirl. We've got Poison Ivy in an orange jumpsuit, and then we've got a indigo fire hydrants. So yes, okay. I think suspicions are now confirmed. I think we will get, I guess, 7 of these. 1 in blue, 1 red, 1 orange, 1 yellow, 1 green, 1 blue, 1 indigo, 1 violet of each of these constructs. So yeah, 7 boots, 7 chainsaws, 7 fire hydrants. I will look at their cards to see if they do anything different. I'm assuming that they will, that the fire hydrants will work differently for the Indigo Tribe than they would for the Star Sapphires. If you are watching this video and you're a little confused about there's not only Green Lanterns, just go back and read Jeff Johns' run. I'm not going to explain the whole thing here, but there is an emotional spectrum across the universe. There's an emotional energy spectrum. I think that's what it's called, the EES. And there are power batteries for each of these emotions, basically colors of the rainbow. Now, it might sound a little weird with the way that I'm explaining it. It is not corny at all. It's actually built so incredibly well. Jeff Johns' whole War of Light, everything about it, so cool. The introduction of yellow lanterns being fear, the orange lanterns being avarice or greed, as you would say. There's a character named Larfleeze. I wonder if we're gonna get Larfleeze in this set? That would be awesome. You've got indigo with passion. You've got Star Sapphires with love. That's the violet. Blue is hope. There are white and black rings. White is like all of them combined and like, you know, I don't know, angel power. I don't know. Black is, of course, death and can reanimate corpses. So I don't think we're going to get any black or white rings in this, but all those other colors in between, red is rage, I think we'll get them. So hopefully we'll see representatives of each of them as well. It would be really cool. If we get a Saint Walker in this set, I'm going to lose it because he's one of my favorite all-time characters. Saint Walker is the bomb. Anyway, I digress. Let's continue on with the unboxing. Let's go with Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy, again, she's a part of the movie. The Batman Scooby-Doo team-up movie, Brave and the Bold. She has a little different look, but she's in Arkham Asylum. She's in an orange jumpsuit here, which more of her... There's another Harley Quinn cartoon where Harley and Poison Ivy are together. So I think they're just kind of doing catch-alls with this from different forms of media, giving us some of our favorite characters just kind of as a catch-all, I think. We've got Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Sirens, Gotham City Underworld, Suicide Squad, and Scientist on the run with Harley. Friendly characters with the Batman enemy team ability can use stealth. Oh, okay. I think that's in addition to what the Batman enemy team ability does already. When this character makes an attack, you may replace its attack value with the printed attack value of an adjacent friendly character that can use Batman enemy team ability. Maybe you can use them both at the same time. That's awesome. Careful Boys Eye Bite, special attack power poison, but deals damage even if moved or placed this turn. So you can choose when you want to deal that poison damage. It is not ticking right at the beginning of the turn. The timing of it is very important there, so that's cool. You can see that she gets poison in the middle of the dial, but her movement or placement and then poison happens for the first 2 clicks and the last click. Some perplex on the dial. She can be run at 50 or 25 points. She has some mind control, of course, as well. We've seen that before. She can mind control characters as powerful as Superman, and she has done that on more than one occasion. So, very cool to get a little Poison Ivy in the set, and again, is one of those characters. So now I'm starting to think, do we get a Martian Manhunter? Do we get Detective Chimp in this set? Do we get Aquaman? Because they were part of the mystery club that Batman formed. The whole movie, the Batman Scooby-Doo movie, basically the Scooby-Doo team, Mystery Inc., is solving a crime in the very beginning of the movie. They find out it was an initiation or like an entrance test, I guess, to be a part of this Mystery Solvers group, which is Batman, Detective Chimp, and Martian Manhunter, and Aquaman just really wants to be a part of the gang, even though he's not like the greatest mystery solver, and Batman finally relents and lets him in. And Black Canary. Black Canary is also in the group. So I think at this point, maybe I'm starting to think that maybe those characters are in this set. Martian Manhunter, Aquaman, Black Canary, Detective Chimp. That would be very cool to get that group of characters. And then the villains they face are the villains that we're seeing. Clayface. I'm assuming we'll get Riddler. We've seen Catwoman and Poison Ivy. So yeah, very cool that they're doing that and tying that in, but making those characters in a way that's recognizable to people who are fans of the comic books, even if they haven't seen that movie. That's cool to me. I like that. Well done. Let's look at Moss now. Moss. Okay. Moss has Teen Titans and Speedster. Más y menos si podemos. He has the same exact power as Menos does. Hypersonic speed, but gains passenger of 1 instead of passenger 0, but only to carry characters that can use hypersonic speed. It's the exact same. Let's look. Oh, I like it. Let's look at their 2 cards next to each other because I think their dials are the same but in reverse, which makes a ton of sense and is a really fun thing. Let's take a look at Manos' card. Yep. The super senses are reversed. So you can see their dials are opposites of each other. Really cool. I'm wondering if we get to see, I think Más y Menos were members of the Titans East in the cartoons. So maybe we get to see some Teen Titans East characters. Maybe that was Kid Flash? Man, I'm trying to remember here. Kid Flash was a part of that. Speedy, was Speedy a part? I can't remember. Now I'm starting to mix up Tiny Titans, which is a whole different book. One of my favorites and one of my kids' favorites, Tiny Titans by Balthasar. And anyway, go read that book, especially if you've got kids. Tiny Titans is an awesome introduction into the world of Teen Titans or comic books for kids out there. But yeah, Titans East was a very cool thing that happened in the Teen Titans cartoon. So I wonder if we get some of the Teen Titans East characters. It also happens in Teen Titans Go as well. Okay, another Teen Titans Go-ified character is Batgirl here. I do remember the Batgirl episode of Teen Titans Go. Batman family, Gotham City, Teen Titans, and detective keywords. My cape looks like a bat. Friendly characters with the Titans team ability have the Batman ally team ability. Okay, hold the phone. So Teen Titans team ability characters can now be completely in stealth. Thanks to Batgirl, you can play her at 45 or 20 points. Now, look, I'm not saying that Titans are meta, but I'm saying the ability to give an entire team, an entire theme team of Titans. And if you go back, in Silver Age or whatever, there are some really powerful Titans. You can give them auto stealth for 20 points. With Batgirl, very cool. On top of that, if you play her at her 20-point line, she's got Perplex and then Outwit. She's in stealth and she got close combat reflexes, giving her a 19 defense from up close. Pretty cool. I like this Batgirl a lot, regardless of if you have watched the cartoon, if you love the cartoon, if you much prefer the books or a different cartoon, it doesn't matter. That Batgirl is playable in my book. 20 points for Perplex and for the Batman team ability for anybody with a Titans team ability. I do remember her episode. I think it was like a time travel one. It was her and Nightwing. Robin had turned into Nightwing. And they had like 3 kids and they were raising their family in Titan's Tower. And they had turned the whole place into like a daycare or something like that. I can't remember exactly. It was very Teen Titans Go style cartoon. But she's made other appearances as well. And they always do little clues of like, she's always like telling other characters in the show to like stay away from Robin because that's her man and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely Barbara Gordon and Dick Grayson get together in Teen Titans Go. But I do remember that like time jumping episode. It was pretty funny. Last but not least, Mr. Freeze. Here we go with another classic Batman villain. The sculpt looks awesome. Looks really, really good. I love Mr. Freeze. I hate when they make Mr. Freeze a joke in some properties. I just love Mr. Freeze. I think he is an incredible character, motivated incredibly well. You've got Arkham Asylum, Gotham City, Underworld, Suicide Squad, Armor, and Scientist keywords. Has a rally die. Barrier. Free. Remove one of Mr. Freeze's rally dice to use Barrier as free, but only to generate 2 markers. Special attack power Freezeway. Knockback. When Mr. Freeze hits with a range attack, choose 1. Hit characters are given an action token, or hit characters can't use speed powers until your next turn. Has some running shot, some plasticity. Some pretty good dials, 60 points, not too bad. There is a lot of Outwit in this set. Outwit right up front. that special attack power all the way down his dial. 11 attack until the middle of the dial where he spikes at 12. Running shot with a 12 attack. Has some range combat expert there as well. Yeah, the tragedy of Mr. Freeze's story in the books is one of the best delivered stories, I think, in Batman's Rogues Gallery. The last thing we're going to look at is our Indigo Fire Hydrant, and I said that we would also look at the Star Sapphire Hydrant and see if they are different or the same. And it looks like they are the same, actually. They do the same thing. I'm not sure how this works. Free, remove up to 2 hindering or blocking terrain markers within 6 squares and line of fire. You can see they're the exact same. They're just different, different core types. So you can create them once you get a ring. I am assuming we have not seen a ring yet, but I think we will see a ring at some point in this unboxing series. We're going to take a day off from extra stuff today. Tomorrow will be day 3. That'll be Wednesday. We're going to take a look at the Scooby-Doo Play at Home kit with Shaggy there. And there's some more hints on the back of this thing. You can see the Joker is right there in the middle, so it looks like we're getting the Joker in this set as well, which I would expect 100%. I think the Joker might also be on this bad boy as well. But we've got this, and then we've got the Legacy cards as well to unveil. So we will take a look at those on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's going to do it for us here today on day 2 of our HeroClix unboxing series for the new DC HeroClix set, Batman Team Up. I hope you guys are enjoying this set as much as I am. Once again, if you haven't watched these cartoons but you're interested now that I've been explaining them a little bit, I highly suggest going and doing it. They're very bite-sized, 20 minutes here or there. Take a look and take a watch. Really, the Teen Titans OG, I highly recommend. Teen Titans Go is fun to pass some time. And the Batman Scooby-Doo movie is really kitschy but very, very fun as well. The pre-release will come out, I believe, December the 28th, around that time, with the set properly releasing on January the 11th. So call your local comic shops, gaming stores, and see if when they're going to hold their pre-release so you can get your hands on these figures around the holidays. Well, everybody's got time off, you got to do it. Get it in, man. Go and play some clicks across from some of your favorite players at your local venue and support your local comic and game shops. Thank you to WizKids for sending me all this awesome stuff to share with you guys. Thank you to Hyper RPG Studios. Check them out on YouTube, on Twitch. They've got awesome content each and every day, as well as some archived content on YouTube that involves HeroClix, a show called Indomitable that myself and Hector and a couple of other people were involved in, and it was a ton of fun. So go back and watch that if you are interested. That is going to do it for us today. I will see you tomorrow, and until I do, may all your rolls be critical hits.